Hello everyone, Modern World Emporium here, and for today's video we are going to be checking out a couple of clips of women who attempted to divorce their husbands with the hopes of cashing out of their marriages and living a blissful life where they can hook up with as many Chads and Tyrones as they'd like, all while their husband has no money, no life, and essentially is confined to being a personal bank account for her for the rest of their life. Unfortunately, this is not how it winds up going. So let's take a look in these videos. I'd also like to thank Divorce on TikTok for compiling these clips and Manosphere for being the original creator of this content.
Everybody keeps thinking that I'm handling this divorce so well, and I'm not okay. Next week would have been our 9-year anniversary. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself.
And of course, we're immediately met with the "I didn't know divorce was supposed to be this hard. I didn't know this is how it would turn out." Of course you didn't. You expected it to go in the polar opposite direction, in which you were the only person who benefited it, while your husband was stuck paying alimony to you for the remainder of his life. How pathetic.
I didn't want this. I never wanted this. And it hurts and it sucks and we signed our final divorce papers last week. And I just got notified today that the lawyer sent the papers to the court today to be signed by the judge.
I just want to take a moment to point out how every single one of these videos has this really sad piano music playing in the background. It's really trying to drum up that sympathy for her, but we all know better. We know that she is 100% at fault here.
Everybody keeps thinking that I'm handling this divorce so well, and I'm not okay. Next week would have been our 9-year anniversary. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. I didn't want this. I never wanted this.
She says she didn't want this now, but what about dragging it through the court? What about the proceedings? What about your husband's life? Absolutely none of this mattered to her back then, but now that she's going to lose the divorce proceedings, all of a sudden she didn't want this. Of course.
And it hurts and it sucks and I know that I'm gonna be okay. But right now it really sucks. And I feel like I can't breathe.
I think it's safe to say what's really going on here is she thought that once the divorce was over, she was going to be able to hop right back out into the dating scene, date as many Chads and Tyrones, get her back blown out by as many men as she's so pleased, and it is just not going that way for her. She's not getting the money, she's not getting the men, and now she is left with absolutely nothing after abandoning her marriage, and that is the way that it should be. No-fault divorce needs to be abolished, and this is proof why.
I call this my divorced, sad and alone, eating Sam's Club pizza in my car while I cry because... Why? Why am I crying at Sam's Club? I don't know.
We really couldn't be off to a better start than how this one began. She is crying in her car just like the other woman, and now let's hear what she has to say about her upcoming divorce.
For a little fun adventure, I'm going to a concert at a hotel casino and like a whole fun night away, and I look super cute. But I wanted to share some comedy gold with you guys. So I have shared a little bit about my loser ex-husband, but I just want to go into more clarification about that.
The classic, my ex-husband was a loser, my ex-husband was a degenerate, he's at fault for everything here, it couldn't possibly be me. Wow, typical. It's just like these people are so cookie cutter and so predictable at this point, it is absolutely pathetic, but also absolutely hilarious.
So recently I started standing up for myself and I said, this is not okay. So he is so funny, so funny. He met this little girl online, his little girlfriend. She's on TikTok, I can share that. But she has a 12-year-old kid and no baby daddy. I think she has a job, I'm not sure. She lives in a really unstable situation where there's a drunk roommate and fighting, and I don't know, it's chaos. But
something I really want to address in this video right here at this part is how she just airs this man's entire private life out on TikTok like it's nothing, like it's just free information for everyone to hear. She is doing this to paint him in a bad light. She's clearly trying to amass a huge following that hates him as much as she does. And I am going to be honest here, and this might be a little bit of a hot take, but I believe that these TikToks should be completely admissible in court as evidence against the women who make them. It would be an absolute game changer if you can pull up to court while you're let's say you're divorcing your wife for one reason or another, and she goes online, she's demanding everything from the court, and the court is gonna more than likely sway it in her favor. However, imagine you pull up to the courtroom, hand your lawyer a nice little thumb drive that has a bunch of these videos of her going online and literally planting seeds in the minds of plenty of impressionable women to absolutely despise you without any side of yours or any story of yours. You are simply made out to look like an absolutely horrible, degenerate person, while they are the victim that has a bottomless victim complex and everything is always your fault. And I genuinely believe these videos should be able to be used as evidence against these women. I feel like it would change tons of things in the court system. Moving on.
Together, they talk about me. Me? Is it me? Am I the problem? And they said, classic trash parenting. And that means like he can't see his kids? I'm sorry. Eric and Leslie, I hope y'all are so happy. And I didn't even know that this was going to go to messy talk, but it literally has, because I don't care. I've not stood up for myself, and I've been railroaded and taken.
Rolling right back to what I just said, she then goes on to name drop this man. While it does not include his last name, it is enough information that can be traced back from her account to him in some way, shape, or form if someone does enough digging. This is why I am fully in support and fully believe that these videos should be used as evidence against the woman in a divorce in divorce court. This kind of thing is unacceptable and it needs to be stopped.
Advantage of, and like, but I mean, y'all can talk trash about me because, you know, trash parent, all you want, like, make yourselves feel better about yourselves. I know you need that, obviously, like, things aren't going well for you, I get it, but make no mistake, you don't get to, well, Eric, you don't get to be rude to me and talk trash about me, especially as a parent. Yeah.
The coping is going through the roof on this one. She is so bitter. She is so angry. And on top of that, she is more angry that he has moved on and bettered his life. She has talked shit about him. She's talked smack about his new girlfriend. In fact, going as far as to even insult her for being a single mother, which women usually don't sneak down to that low. And that is how you know she has lost the battle and is losing so badly she doesn't know what to do. This woman is going to live a horrible remainder of her life. She's going to be passed around by men, and there's nothing she can do about it. It is entirely her own fault.
Getting divorced, and my soon-to-be ex-husband doesn't want me to have custody of the kids. I'm like in shock. The second I read it, I started breaking down crying. Like, I literally just got the papers 5 minutes ago. This is his proposed parenting plan. That I have visitation, supervised visitation.
Ooh, I think I actually remember this woman from a video I've seen in the past. I'm not going to spoil anything that she does or says, but if it is who I believe it is, this is a wild one. Just to give a little preview, she is potentially losing her children in a divorce. She has, of course, came into her car to start crying and recording TikToks, and also to defame her now estranged and soon to be ex-husband. Can't imagine what a value she has to say here, so let's find out.
Of my own kids, once a month. on Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 3. And I'm like flabbergasted because I was the primary caretaker, primary parent of our kids for the past 5 years. The past 5 years, I have been the primary parent, and now he doesn't want me to have custody at all. Or I don't even know if, like, does visitation count as custody? I literally have no idea. When I filed for a divorce,
And with that last sentence, we don't even have to really watch the rest of this clip if we didn't want to. Pack it up, send it home. That's it right there. She filed for divorce, and now she is paying for it because it is not going the way that she wanted. She was hoping to steal the children from her husband, like many women will do in divorces. Their goal is to take everything possible away from the man, cash out, and live a life of luxury while he pays for it.
I wanted to do 50-50 parenting plan. And since I have relocated to Florida, I'm staying with a friend, that oh my God, I'm just so annoyed. I did 50-50, right? A month on, month off, because so there's not much transfer. I'm so annoyed. Actually, now I'm just realizing that the reason why she was able to file is because I gave him my address. I let him know where I was living, and that's why he was able.
Yep, this is her. This is the woman I was thinking about. So this woman had filed for divorce on her own, and as you can see, as she just admitted right here, she had fled her home and was staying away from the husband. But that's not all. Let's find out what happens next.
The file, and that's why he was talking to me. I'll show you the text messages right now. Here's the text message with me and him. Monday, he texts me, "Are you staying with Rachel, my friend?" And he knows where Rachel is. I said, yes, and I referred to a question. You know when Monday was? The 21st, and he filed on the 22nd. I'm actually so pissed at myself. All I wanted was to have a conversation to see where his head was at, what he was doing. He said that, "Oh, I don't think the kids are ready to see you."
This is what we call being outplayed, boys. He played the long game here. He played nice. He played it cool. He let her do her thing. He let her run around the US and have her fun with all these different guys. And then, and that's another thing that I'm not sure if it was clearly conveyed here, but she had ran away from the marriage to go stay in a completely different state and hook up with other guys. He played the game, he waited, he was nice, he worked with her, and then when he finally got her comfortable enough, he got her to admit in writing that she was out of state, away from the children, not taking care of them, and he immediately struck while the iron was hot. Good for him. What an incredibly smart man.
And this is why I didn't want him knowing my location. I literally, did not explicitly tell him my location. And then the second I gave him my location, he stopped responding to me at all and went ahead and filed this god-awful parenting plan.
Yes, the god-awful parenting plan. The one where she makes no money, has no way of supporting the kids, and is sleeping with multiple men on the side, while he is working hard and ensuring that they have all their necessities. I'm not really sure if she understands what the definition of horrible parenting plan is. And also, I believe we find out in a later clip that is not shown here that she was doing all kinds of other horrible stuff. She just really wasn't a mother to these children. And all in all, it is in their best interest that she is yanked out of the picture completely. This man is smart. He played his cards right, and he won in the end. And with that, we're going to cut the video here, guys. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for checking me out.